got a brand new one-day special here at Hochanda. In case you are just joining us here at Hochanda, well, we lunch every day at 6 p.m. a one-day special, and then it should just, you know, the amazing deal should last 24 hours until the following day at 6 p.m. However, that is if stocks allow. And now we have got from the one-day special is, of course, from, look at that, Heartfelt Creations. It is a company based in the USA, and they make the most intricate dies, the more amazing papers, as rubber stamps, deeply edged, that all coordinates to create amazing, beautiful, traditional layered cards that you can see. Now, of course, Heartfelt Creations is a company that brings collections very often. However, some of them, you know, they become, you know, classics, old favorites. Then this is one of them that we bring them back to you, and you have got an ability to, maybe you have missed out on the first occasion, and now you can get yours. Now, the one-day special from Heartfelt is the I Want It All collection that you can see in there. It's the complete, you know, you have got dies, you can see the elements of fashion, because it is a fashionista collection. You are getting, of course, the stamps that match perfectly those dies, and you are getting even the shaping mold, the 3D petite floral shaping molds. Now, in these bundles as well, you are getting the 12 by 12 papers. Now, in total, you are getting 12 dies, 10 stamps, then you are getting, I think it's 24 paper, 24 double-sided papers, and then you are getting the shape mold for the flowers as well. The papers, as you can see, they are a nice thickness, and then of course you can see them there. I'm gonna just turn them around because you can see them how they are on the other side, and then you can see them there. And you can see as well the sentiments in here that you have got. Now, you can see that you are getting 2 of them. So when it comes to the next one, I'm going to show you the back as well, so you can see that. Now, one of the things as a paper crafter we will know is that you will like pads that they come off the hinge very easily. So there it is. This one does that. You can see that I'm going to flick through all of them because you can see that there are papers with beautiful solid colors and more smaller patterns. We have got in here, I'm going to show you as well. Look at that. Look at that. You can see the 6 by 6, the 6 by 4 panels there as well. And look at that, some more 6 by 6. So those ones will make the perfect panels for your cards. Right, if you want to look at that, what you can create with those ones. You can create beautiful corsets in there. Look at that, it's mannequin dress forms, but really layered ones. Because you have got, let me show you. Can you see there? This is the dies. And that is the die, the solid one, and then you have got these stamps as well that match perfectly. So if I put it there over here, you can see there, and they will match perfectly to size. So then you can build it up time and time again. Now it has got a very Parisian look, I think, very reminiscent of, you know, the can and that sort of thing. But also is that Victorian element, that romantic, you know, soft palette. Heartfelt Creations are a company, a family company, and they are all about that sense of, you know, kind of be doing something that's meaningful, that comes from the heart, you know, Heartfelt Creations. That's the name that says it all. And you can see those ones, especially for you, to send a card to a friend, to send somebody something like on their special day. To have the ability to shape all those flowers perfectly in one go, for that you have got, of course, that shape mold. Now, for that shape mold to work, you need a die cutting machine that allows for, you know, the deep mouth that has got that. So for instance, if you think about a Big Shot, a Cuttlebug, a Jane Davenport, a Platinum, a Cut and Go Pro, you know, things like that, that will allow, as long as they will fit through dies, then you will have it. You will be able to shape them. It's the 2 components, and then I think anyway, Nikki is going to show us how it will all works. Now, this is the complete collection. The Fashionista is your one-day special. You are saving £30, and you have got a flexi-buy option on spreading the cost into 3 interest-free payments of £33 and £31. 618714 is your item number. Next up, we have got another massive collection, an old favorite, which is the Calla Lily collection here. Now, in this collection, you have got the ability to get it all. I want it all, so you can have it all. Now, in here, you are getting the 12 by 12 papers, of course. You have got the Calla lilies, the dies, the stamps. This is one of my favorites. In this collection, you are also getting the, of course, look at that. You are getting the stamen for the centers of the Calla lilies. Now, you are getting pastel colors stamens, of course, but look at that. You are getting glitter ones, you are getting pearl ones, you are getting the detail, very realistic. You also are getting, of course, the beautiful swans as well in here. Now, it is a massive collection, and you still have got amazing discount in this one, even though it's not the one day special. You have got a £23 saving. In this one as well, you are getting the shaping mold. You are getting the 24 double-sided papers as well in there. Now, the papers, let me show you a bit of the papers in here. Again, very romantic, soft color palette, and I love how they already give you the kind of scene builders already with these gorgeous landscapes. Paper ribbons as well, and remember, you are getting 24 double-sided sheets, so you are getting 2 of each. So one you can use the back, and then the other one the front. I'm going to put them back, and then you can see it there. Look at that. Sentiments, every inch of the paper has been used, so you have got perfect card toppers in there. And again, 2 of them, so I'm going to put them like this, and you can see that. Oh, sorry, I just I'm very awkward to this tonight, damn it, you know. And you can see the 6 by 4 panels as well, like here, and then you have got more, and then let's put it like that. Look at that, all those panels. I'm not going to show you them all, but I'm just going to show you enough. So, and look at the scene. Now this, for a scrapbook layout, would be absolutely amazing. And you can see how these sentiments are popping out. But imagine to have, maybe they could be tabs for a book or something like that. Because always and forever, you are my everything, especially for you. Happiest wishes on your day and happiness always. Isn't that gorgeous? That romantic. Now, this is a very good page. I wanted to show you this because that in every pad from Heartfelt Creations, you will have this. Now, if I bring those dies in here, I mean, obviously you cannot see them at real size, but those dies, let's put them there. Can you see? This die will match perfectly the size of the paper. So not only matches the stamps, but also matches the papers. So you have got ready to go, beautiful die cuttable papers in here with the gorgeous patterns in there as well. The tags, so much you can do. And then you can do things. Can we see the Calla lilies in here? Because they are super realistic, and that's courtesy of the die, it's courtesy of the stamen, and it's courtesy of the shape mold that you are getting in the complete collection. Also, in this complete collection, if you are a Freedom member, you have got a Freedom price, which means that you have got a further discount. That means that you have a £34.79 saving, which means that is a why not, isn't it? Because it is, you are saving £11, is it, or something, or £10 something, which means that a Freedom membership costs £6.97, so it means that you have some more saving by becoming a Freedom member, then buying this complete collection, and that way is worth it. Now, of course, you will have got, and you're not going to pay PMP either, so it pays for itself. Anyway, you have got also the flexi option to spread the cost. If you are a Freedom member, you can spread it into 3 easy payments of £35 and £37. No interest on those ones either. If you want it, your item number is 516748. Now we are going to have our Nikki, because we have got her on a video, so here she is.
So for my first demo, we're going to be using the Floral Fashionista stamp and coordinating die set. You've got 4 stamps and 4 dies in total, and that's including, I'll just turn that round, you can see that's including the mannequin or the dress form there, and then you've also got your tiny blossoms in there as well. With the blossoms, you have got 3 sets, different sizes. However, in total, you've got 19 blossoms that you can die cut out and stamp to make lots of different types of florals, little blossoms, and you can also create roses as well. So I'm going to be showing you how just to make the simple little blossoms, but of course if you wanted, you can go on Heartfelt's design team website, and we've got lots of tutorials on there on how to create those tiny roses as well with the Floral Fashionista. So first of all, obviously you're going to want and stamp and die cut your flowers. So for mine, I'm using the Plum Archival. So with all Heartfelt stamps and dies, you always stamp first and die cut afterwards. So I'll just show you how that works. So there is your smaller of the blossoms, and then you are going to take the coordinating die. As you can see, you've got, what have we got here? We've got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 die blossoms in total on here. So then you're going to pop that on top of where you've just stamped that image, and that will fit perfectly. You're going to want some low tack tape just to keep that in place. That just makes sure that that isn't going to move when you pop it through your die cutting machine. So once you've done that, you're going to pop it through your die cutting machine, and then what that's going to give you once you've done that is lots of little blossoms. Okay, so as I say, you've got 9 in total and you've got 3 different sizes. So first of all, you're going to want to colour them in before you do anything. So again, I'm using that plum. I know I've already stamped with the same colour, but it works really well as well, just adding that colour to it. So I've done it to coordinate with the paper pad, but you can of course use these blossoms and make them any colour you wish. So what I would suggest is colouring the back as well, because when you form your flower, depending on what type of flower you are going to form, especially if it's a rose, you're going to see the back on some of those petals. So it's much easier and much nicer if you just colour in the back, just quite roughly. You don't need to spend a lot of time, just adding a bit of colour. So then you are going to take your flower shaping mould that we have on the show. So the flower shaping mould comes in 2 parts, and you have got lots and lots of areas here to pop your flowers into. So what you're going to do is you are going to take your flowers, and I'm going to put mine face down, and you can see they fit in perfectly with the shape of those blossoms. If you wanted, you can even put in 2 lots of flowers, or even 3, so you can pop more than 1 in each, like that. Completely up to you, but as you can see, they fit perfectly into those holes. You are going to be able to make nice, easy, quick flowers using your flower shaping mould, and the results are absolutely phenomenal. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the top part of my mould, and that's just going to fit in. You can see you've got feet on the top left and the 2 feet on the other side, and that's just going to pop on to your mould like that on the bottom half. Then you're going to take your die cutting machine. So I'm using the Jane Davenport, and I'm not using a shim with this. I'm just going to put them straight through the die cutting machine. You can use a shim if you wish. I always say it's your machine. You know your machine. If you feel that it's going through quite easily, just pop a paper shim in there as well. So what I didn't mention was you can spritz your flowers before you pop it through the die cutting machine as well, and that's going to help break down the fibres. And as I say, I would fill the whole of that to give me lots of flowers all in one go. But just for quickness, I've just, there we go. So that's the one with the 2, so I'll show you that in a second, and then I'll show you one that hasn't been through the flower shaping mould. So this is the one that had 2, and look at that, absolutely perfect. So if I just hold them in my hand, these have been through the mould. I've done nothing else with them apart from put them in that mould. And these are ones that haven't. As you can see, just look at the difference. How easy and quick you are going to create lots of different flowers with these. So the next step is to take your Heartfelt Creations foam mat, and then I've got my tool as well. So this is from the deluxe flower shaping kit, and as I said, there's lots of different ways that you can create your flowers. Just to create a blossom, I'm using one of the larger ones, one of the slightly smaller, and all I'm going to do is just pop a little bit of glue on there and just pop that so that the petals are kind of in the middle of each of the larger petals. And there you have a really nice, easy, quick blossom. To create a rose, basically what you're going to do is you're going to, I will just show you quickly. I won't do the whole rose, but I'll just show you. You're going to take your flat blossom petals, and I'm taking some wet glue, and this is on the underside, so I've got my stamped image on the top, and I'm going to create a bud. Okay, just folding those in together, and then I'm taking the next one, and I'm going to take exactly the same size, and I'm just going to add some more glue, probably a little bit too much glue there, and then I'm just going to bring that up, and then I'll just keep going. So I'm going to go to the next size, image face down on that one, another bit of glue on there, and I'm doing exactly the same. So do remember that my glue will dry clear, and you can just keep adding those petals until you've got the desired effect. So on this one, I'm going to have, this is going to be the last one, and I'm just using my flower shaping tool there in the center, just a little bit more there. You can use your glue gun if you wish, and just pop that on there, and when that has dried, you've created a beautiful rose made out of the fashion, oops, hang on, let me just glue that there. A beautiful rose there. As I say, that will dry, and then you're left with a beautiful rose. These are some blossoms that I've already made, look. So I've added some pearls in them and some diamantes, and that's just using my flower shaping mould.
And this is one of the reasons that shaping mold to go for the complete collection, to have the ability to shape all those flowers and to have it with the dies that cuts them as well. You have got here the matching dies and the stamps. You have got here the beautiful floral corset and the matching stamps and dies. The elements of fashion as well, matching dies and stamp, and of course those 3D petite floral shaping molds that Nikki was using in that show, in that video. And of course you have got 24 pages of beautiful 12 by 12 papers. Now you can see in here that they are double-sided, and including some of them like this one that they have got the flowers ready to go to place your die over the top, and it will match absolutely perfection. So if you want to do a quick and easy card, you can do them. You have got the, you know, the backgrounds, you have got the cards, the toppers, you have got the attacks, the sentiments, and so much more. And then of course you have got the plainer colors, and you can see the perfect palette. You have got of course those gorgeous backgrounds for your maybe scrapbooking pages, maybe your larger cards. Now, if you want to go for the complete collection, 618714 is your item number. You are saving £30. Maybe you have got maybe a little bit of a smaller budget this month, and you want to go just for the essentials. Now, the essentials includes those papers, the 12 by 12. You are getting exactly the same pad, the same quantity of shades, the same quality, of course. And then you are getting the Floral Fashionista, and the Floral Fashionista stamps and dies that match perfectly. Now you have got a saving of £12, and you have got a flexi buy now option, so you can flexi buy it into payments or one-off payments. Well, the flexi buy option is 2 interest-free payments of £19.99. If you want one-off payment, of course, you have got that £39.97. Now, the Calla Lily is such a beautiful collection, isn't it? And most of you want it all because you want to be able to die cut, stamp and die cut, and of course you want to then shape it with a shaping mold, 3D shaping mold. Well, you have it all in the complete collection. Now, in here you are also getting the stamen, perfect, the pastel pollen stamens for those Calla Lilies in there. You are getting 24 beautiful papers, double-sided as well, and the Calla Lily. Now, I'm going to show you a couple of samples because the realism that you are going to achieve with this collection is extraordinary. Look at that. And it's the stamen, I think, that makes a massive difference. You can see there. Now, I need to tell you, I think I have forgotten to say that, of course, they are based in America, Heartfelt Creations, so everything it will be dispatched from the 9th of June because it's for accounting for the traveling time. But you can see it in here, how the dies will cut the papers, and then you can embellish it further with a little bit of glitter. But look at that. How pretty it is in there. Look at that, how layered, three-dimensional it is. Now, this is, if you like Calla Lilies, this collection is for you. If you like something really romantic, this is for you. Now, the I Want It All collection has got a freedom discount, which is a why not. If you're not a freedom member, become one because you will only cost you £6.97 for a month. And then you will not pay PMP, but also you will get exclusive member discounts like this one that is a £34.79 saving. So you are only paying £106.12, but also you can flexi-buy, which means that you pay three payments of £35.37. You do not pay PMP during that month that you are a freedom member, and you can cancel at any time should you wish to do that. The complete collection of the Calla Lily 516748 is your item number. Now, some of you may have got the Calla Lily collection before today, and you may have been wanting to get of course, the pollen stamens, the medium size, the perfect size for those gorgeous Calla Lilies. Well, we have got them on their own. They are $10.99, and you are gonna get all of these beautiful stamens. I'm not sure how many they are in one bunch, but you know what? There are so many. I'm not gonna count them, but I think at least there are 20 in each of them. But you can see there how many beautiful finish in here. You can see the glitter as well. And then you can see the ones that are more pearlescent and more transparent, different effects that when you put them inside. Look, you can see them here, how realistic they look. And remember, you only need one per Calla Lily. £10.99 is the price. You are saving £5. 919165 is your item number. Now, if you wanted to go for the essential collections, we have got that option as well for you. You have got the 12 by 12 papers, 24 sheets of there, double-sided, that excellent quality, also perfect for scrapbooking, acid and lignin free. And then you have got the Calla Lily dies and the Calla Lily stamps, and let me show you exactly what the dies are, so you can see that they will match perfectly the stamps, so you can see there. And of course, the stamps and the dies are in one, like you will have the matching petals in one go. Now, if you want to go for the creative essentials, of course, your item number is 307936. I mean, there are £19.99. If you flexi-buy, that's all you're paying plus PMP today, and then you pay the second payment next month. However, if you wanted one-off payment, £39.97 for your creative essentials, saving £12. Right, and now if you want to shape them as well, the flowers, now this is something that our Nikki recommends very strongly. Now, this is the deluxe flower shaping kit. And I have to say, I have seen many flower shaping kits, and definitely this one is one of the upper end. Now you have got a foam here that is high density, and I love how even it has got that, you know, like kind of finger lift sort of punch out element, so you can have it there. And then you have got here all the different ball ends tools, and they are magnetic. Now you are getting 10 interchangeable ends, so you can see this one for the larger ends, and then you have got the smaller ones in there as well. And then you have got tools like, you know, piercing. Sometimes you want to pierce something. And then maybe paper piercing, maybe you want to do things like that. Or you have got also the smaller, tiniest of balls in there. And then you have got in here, oh, this one, I love that one. That one has got a split one here. Can you see that? There. So that's for quilling, to roll those petals, to roll those quilling tools in there. And then you put that in, and then you have got even another mat in here to work in. Now, if you want to go for this one, I love the way that also comes in this box, so everything is nicely and neatly. £29.99 is your price, 939,385. Now, I need to tell you that we have got in a stock the foam paper. You are getting 20 sheets in total. £11.99 is, you know, and it's the one that you can die cut. It's the one that you can shape and create those very realistic flowers. You can see how you can shape it. A little bit of heat to make sure that, you know, kind of creates those perfect elements here. Now, of course, you can color it. Maybe you can use distress inks, maybe some chalks, maybe something like pastels. £11.99 is your price for a set of 20 of those ones. You're saving £3, and your item number 675424. And because it is a consumable, I will stock up, so it's not limited to one per customer. So make sure that you grab yours, and maybe you want an extra set for your friend. Right, then we have got the dovers. I love these dovers. Now, can I open them? Because I always like these dovers to show them how the finger fits perfectly inside them. Now, of course, you have got, there are dovers that you can use them like this on their own, like single ones, or you can then just use them like put the finger inside it and then just dab it in like that. Or you can use the whole tower on its own, so more like a pen. Also, what I love is that they are triangle, so you have got more the pointy, but you still have got the doming effect. So that doming means that you don't get harsh lines. Also, what I love is because it's transparent, you can see exactly where, for instance, the red will be, where the pink will be, where the green will be. So therefore, you can find it nice and easily. You are getting 2 packs, so you are getting 12 in total. £13.99 is your price. 069154 is your item number. Right, if you, sorry, we are going to go to the panels in here. Now, this is the stamp storage. Now, what they are is, of course, the Heartfelt Creations stamps come cling foam mounted. So the cling will attach itself to the kind of plastified element in here. Now, these have got, of course, punch out holes, which means that then you can put it into the ring binder. Heartfelt makes some ring binders, but of course, that will fit onto other ring binders that you may have. You are getting in total 15 of these ones, and they are double-sided. 0 to 1, 997 is your item number. 999 is your price. Now, maybe you want, I mean, personally, I would definitely go for this one because it's a stamp and die. And the reason is that you can put the matching stamp, the cling stamp on the front, and then on the back it's magnetic, so you have got the dies. So when you want to reach for the matching dies and stamps, you find that page and there it is for you. Everything is perfect. You are getting 2 sets in here, so you are getting 6 stamp and die magnetic storage panels in total, and your price is £12.99, and your item number 934723. Now, of course, we have got more demonstrations. Maybe, the Calla Lily collection by Nikki. Well, you're gonna see Nikki now.
So for this demo, we're going to be using the Feathery Swan stamp and die cut set. I'm going to be using that swan there, and then I'm going to be using some of the florals as well. And I think I might actually use also one of the florals from the Swan Lake collection. I'm sorry, the Swan Lake stamp set. So I've already gone ahead and stamped and die cut my images. Now what I wanted 2 of those swans. So I've die cut out 2. And then I've got my florals, and I just need to colour in one more of my floral. So to colour that in, I'm going to, it's kind of sticking to like a green and lemon theme to this. So I'm taking my dauber and just adding a little bit of yellow, and I'm just going to add some yellow to my calla lily. And then I'm going to use some green and just add some green to my leaf using my daubers that we do have on the show today. So just add a little bit of dark there, bringing that in. Always go in with my lighter colour first. And then just to make that stamen pop a little bit on top of that flower in the lily, just taking my yellow pen and just going in, and that just helps make that stamen pop a little bit. And then I want to add some colour to my swan. Now again, I'm going to stick to a yellow theme, so I'm just going with my dauber and adding some yellow to my swan, even over the swan. Okay, swans don't have to be white, they do in reality, but not in a craft world. So I'm just going to add some yellow, a little bit of pink on the cheek, and then again taking my yellow, I'm going in and adding yellow to the beak and just adding slightly darker bits on that beautiful tail. So although I'm using 2 swans, I only want to colour in just the decorative part of this one. So just going in with my dauber, adding yellow to that tail. And then I'm ready to put the card together. So as I say, I've already coloured in some of my elements. Okay, like that. I've got a happy birthday sentiment there as well. This is a really nice, easy, quick card. The only thing that I'm using that doesn't come in this collection is a decorative die that I'm sure you all have at home. So I'm just going to pop that on the back there at the top, and I've glittered that up as well. And then I can glue that down, and you can't see that on my card. So just add some wet glue on the back there, and that's going to go on my card there. So I think the card measures about 5 by 5, so it's quite a nice dainty card. I think it's maybe just over 5 inches. And then I've got a panel from the paper pad. This is another reason why I love Heartfelt. You've got all those panels and different sizes, so you can create lots of different size cards. So I always add my wet glue so I've got a bit of movability, and that's going to go in the centre of my card. And then I'm taking the swan that I didn't colour in, only the decorative feathers, and that's going to go on there. And then I'm going to add on this second one some foam tape, and I'm just putting it on the swan. Okay, not the feathers, because I want those to be lifted up. And I'm going to pop that on top of that bottom swan, and that gives me a really nice, pretty, double kind of layered tail there. And then the next part is I'm going to go in again to add a little bit more depth using some of those Calla lily sprays, and they're just going to go in just underneath the tail of the swan. And then the same with this one. I'm just going to lift this one up slightly and add a bit of foam tape so that sits off those other calla lilies. And that's going to go in there. Oh, actual fact, no, I'm going to completely change my mind on that. It is going to go on, but I'm going to put it just underneath so it looks like my swan is sitting on that calla lily. And then finally, just add a sentiment from the paper pad. And this one says, "Have a wonderful birthday." And as you can see, really nice, easy and quick to create beautiful cards using your calla lily collection.
I love that one. It's so pretty and so delicate and so romantic, isn't it? And we have, I just like a little bit of romance on you. But of course, Heartfelt always delivers that romantic, beautiful, layered elements. And here you have got the Fashionista complete collection. Is this your one-day special? You have got a £30 saving. Now, if you want to flexify, of course you can, but you are getting 24 double-sided papers. You are getting dies and stamps that match perfectly. You are getting 3 stamp and dies duos, if you know what I mean. You have got as well the shaping mold for those petite florals, which the dies are included as well in this collection. The way that you can work with this collection is amazing. And yes, I am using the collection word a lot because this is what it is all about. It's about having the ability to mix and match papers, stamps and dies. It's the ability to create a card for an 18th birthday. It's the ability to create smaller cards as like this one. It's the ability to mix, to stamp. If a day you fancy stamping a die card, of course you can. If you want to color in, if you want to add more of a frilly maybe the corset, you have got that ability. But what about if you wanted to die cut just your plain paper? Or maybe you want to have the papers, the background papers as well. Maybe we'll grab this one. Here you can see here. So this one has been stamped and color, but on top of the stoppers that are part of the 12 by 12 papers in there. Add some glitter, add some layers, add some foam pads. Maybe mix and match like Nikki was using those dies that you may have from other collections, even if it's maybe spellbinders. But of course, the Heartfelt Creations are always going to mix and match perfectly. And look at that. This is actually a shaker card. Can you see the sparkle coming through? So it has got, it sounds, those very heavy wedding gowns that, that is what it sounds like. There's those pearls, those ruffles, the heaviness of the fabric. And this is the Fashionista element from this collection. If you want it all, if you want the complete collection, there they are. The item number is 618714. That is your one-day special with £30 saving. £99.92 is your price. A quarter of the stock of the complete collection in the one-day special is already gone. Now, we have got in here, sorry, there was something on my feet. We have got, of course, in the Calla Lily collection in here. Now, we have got the Calla Lily collection, which is one of the most popular collections that we have ever had from Heartfelt Creations. It is absolutely stunning, beautiful floral dies. And the Calla Lily is such a beautiful flower, but also what it is great about it is that it's very easily put together. It's just basically one single petal, isn't it? And you have got in this collection, the complete collection, the I Want It All collection, you have got this pollen statement there, the pastel pollen statements that are so realistic to create those flowers. Now you also get the swans, the beautiful swan stamps and matching dies. You are getting those 24 papers, double-sided. You are getting 12 designs, 2 of each, so you have got that extra one that you need. But look, you are getting 10 dies and you are getting 9 stamps as well as the shaping, 3D shaping mold. Now in this collection also, you know, you are going to be able to create a stunning cards. I kind of love when those calla lilies come to life. The romanticism of these beautiful images, the prettiness, the delicacy, the, you know, that gentleness of the swan neck in here. Add some glitter and then some sentiments. What about using maybe three-dimensional? Maybe you don't want to do a match of that 3D of the calla lilies, just a stamp uncut, and then of course use the papers that you may have in there. Now the complete collection is a fabulous price. You are saving £23. However, please do become a Freedom member if you are not one already, because there is a why not saving. It means that the money you would spend on a Freedom membership for a month is less than what the additional saving that you get for being a Freedom member. Now, if the item number is 516748 is your item number, 10% of the complete collection of the Calla Lily has already gone. You have got also the flexi buy option. Now let's jump onto the website to see the 7-day savers, which were launched just this morning at 8 a.m. and they should last until the following Sunday at 8 a.m. However, many of them will not last until then because they are fabulous. Literally, our producer was saying, I wanted them all. Now, of course, they have got the pink frog craft single-sided oyster pearl card, very, very popular, 15 centimeters by 42 centimeters, GSM, 300 GSM means that you can create your own blank cards. Now, it is on a scorecard, which means that you can create an amazing and different shapes, or, well, not shapes, but folds in that you will be able to fit in either a C5 envelope or into a 6x6 envelope. And the other good thing about it, it comes with instructions on where to score it. It's very busy, so there is no warranties that it's going to go last until the following Sunday. Now we have got another video demonstration from Nikki using the 1-day special.
So for this demonstration, I'm going to be using the Floral Fashionista again, and the stamp and dies that I've used are the floral corset, which you've got 3 in total, 3 stamps and 3 dies. So we're going to make something very similar to this one here. Okay, really nice and pretty. Honestly, I cannot stress how much I really love this collection. When I was asked to choose a couple of collections to bring on for the 1-day special this weekend, it had to be the Floral Fashionista. So I've got all my papers, I've stamped and die cut my corset, so we're just going to add a bit of colour to that. So I've got some pink and I've got some beige because I want to use a bit of beige in there, and then I'm using my plum archival as well. So I'm just going to add a bit of colour to this. So I'm adding the plum around the edge of my corset, so you've got that frilly part there. And then I'm going to go in with a beigey colour as well. So I'm kind of going with the colours that are in the paper pad, and I'm using my daubers that we have on the show today. I'll just go down there, go around that lace at the top in that cream. Just finish off this part here. So just keep dabbing your dauber into the ink, and then I'm quite happy with that. So the next part will be to colour it. So I'm using a blending pen for this, using exactly the same colours, apart from I am going to go in with my zig markers just to colour in those leaves. So just colouring in where I can see those leaves. Oops, I think I missed one there. And then, as I say, I'm using my dub blending pen, taking a bit of colour off there, and I'm just colouring in those roses. There. Like that. Not really too worried about putting too much shading in or spending a long time colouring it, because I know the artist has actually done that for me. So there you can see those roses there. And then to finish that off, let me just wipe my mat. Just going to go in again with that beigey cream and just blend in around those flowers, adding a bit of cream. So that's the first part coloured. Now, I always say this to you, you can mix and match, so you can use elements from your paper pad as well, and that's what I'm going to do. So I've already gone ahead and die cut out the hat from the paper pad and my floral dress there, floral necklace. I just need to die cut out my dress form so that fits perfectly over that image. Again, always use my low tack tape to make sure that doesn't move. So you have got 2 sheets in your paper pad that have got all of these images on. So I'm just going to take my die cutting machine and pop that through. And that should die cut out in one go through my machine. And as you can see, it has cut out perfectly. There you go. There you have your dress form. So what I want to do next is I'm going to add some lace around the bottom of my corset. So what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to add my glue. So I'm using a hot glue gun. You can, if you want, use some double-sided tape. But for this, you do have to be pretty quick. So this is kind of speedy, because what I'm doing is just, while that glue's wet, ruching up my lace. I might have to put a little bit more glue in just there. So I'm going to finish that off there. Just trim that. And just add one more piece of glue in there, look, where that has dried. So yeah, that was a little bit speedy, but all you're doing is you're ruching up that lace. So if I show you, that's the back of it. And then on the front, that gives you a really pretty lace effect. And I've kind of gone with a vintagey look for this one. So now we're ready to pop the card together. So I've got a 6x6 that I've taken from the paper pad, and that's going to fit directly onto my base card. I'm just using my wet glue for that, and make sure that's the right way. Just make sure that's nice and flat. Just wipe that glue off. So once you've done that, now you're ready to start kind of placing your elements. So I'm going to pop my dress form over to this side. My corset will sit on there. So I'm just going to get it in place first. So I'm quite happy with where everything is going to go. And then I'm going to put the hat, I think, just on here. And then I've got a sentiment to go there. So now that I'm happy with where I'm placing it, I'm going to take those bits off. I'm going to add some foam tape to the back of that dress form, and that's going to go about there. And then I'm ready to put my corset on. So don't forget, because I have put that lace on, that is going to lift it up. So I'm taking my foam tape directly over my lace as well. Just one piece should be enough. And then what you need to do is just sit the top of that corset look on the top of that dress form, and it fits perfect. And then just to finish that off so it lays flat, just adding a little bit of glue. And just hold that for a few seconds. There we go. And that will lay flat. So if I just hold that up, you can see that it looks like it's actually sitting over it. So you've got quite a lot of dimension on there. So the next part is the necklace, that floral necklace. As I say, you have got the stamps and the dies as well if you want to use those. So your floral necklace is going to sit there. And then I've got my hat, which I'm going to pop just on the top of my dress form with some foam tape. And just pop that there, so that sits on there. And then I've got a sentiment, have a beautiful day. So again, a little bit more foam tape on there. And I'm putting that to the left of my card, in the middle I think. Then I've got a few florals that I've already made up using those blossoms from the Fashionista. So I'm just going to add a few of these, one at the bottom and one at the top of that sentiment, and then one on the flower, sorry, one on the hat, and then just a few on that corset. I'll just cluster those up there. So I've used a mixture of sizes, and I've put some flower soft in the middle of those flowers. Then I've got one more. I think I'm going to put it on my necklace. And there you have a corset card saying "Have a beautiful day," using your Floral Fashionista collection.
And the Floral Fashionista collection, of course, includes the cling foam, red rubber, deeply edged with the matching dies. This one particularly is the ones that, of course, Nikki was using. But you are getting 3 of those sets, including, of course, with the petite florals included and the shaping mold. Remember, you are getting that shaping mold that you can put all your flowers in, and you can see in here. There it is in the packaging, and this is what you are going to get. And then put into your die cuts in here, the positive and the negative. Make sure that you press it down, and then you go through. It doesn't click, it just slots into place. Now, of course, if you wanted the one day special, the complete collection, you can have it. If you can even have it into interest-free payments, of course you can, 3 payments. Or if you want one-off payment, £99.92 is your price. Whichever option you go, if you want to pay £33.31 plus PMP today, and then the next month the next one payment, and then the following one, you can do that. And of course, in whichever case, you are going to save £30. It makes a lot of sense to check out those baskets and grab in your one day special beautiful Floral Fashionista with those papers, those stamps, those dies, those molds that then everything coordinates, and you can create cards like that. 618-714 is your item number, and once you go for it, you will be able to create something as elaborate, as intricate as this. The die that has the beautiful layers, the stamp that stamps the perfect intricate elements. And I'm going to show you the dies in here, because you can see the stamps here, cling foam mounted, if you can see it there, so it attaches itself to the plastic. And by the way, they come like this in these storage pouches, but you can see in here that if we come closer, you will be able to see that the blade is right on the inside edge there. Can you see there? So that means that positioning is going to be done to perfection. Now, if you want to grab your one day special, remember, the cards are falling off. Now, there are so many. They want to be seen. They are proper fashionistas. They like to be seen and admired. And you can see them here. Now, you can create, maybe decorate boxes of chocolates, maybe a book wrapper, maybe an envelope. Maybe you want to put something with maybe 5x7 or something like that. You have got the papers as well that will match perfectly. Check out your baskets because a quarter of the stock of the one day special has already gone, and this is the launch hour when we have a first sight of the one day special. Now, of course, after the break, do join me for Die Cuts with a View hour. We will have demos as well by Nikki, I believe. But stay tuned for more inspiration from our crafters here at Hochanda. It's been a pleasure, and I'll see you after the break, I believe, in a second.